we didn't talk about who's going to do the intro.
We didn't, but we can cut off the opening part.
Yeah,
sure, you go ahead.
I think, yeah, you did it last week.
Did I? We didn't post one last week.
Oh, yeah, the one that never went to air. All right, then you go, because we did the one that didn't go to air.
Well, we did it twice. Untap your permanents and draw a card. It's time for the main phase. I'm Paul.
And I'm Grady.
And today, Grady's going to introduce it. Sorry to interrupt.
Definitely. No, you're good. We're going to be playing some Gladiator today, which we did once before, because Paul and I are both really excited about the upcoming Gladiator games. Check out the Gladiator Discord, and you can find all the information. It's a free event with real prizes taking place 2 weeks from today at time of recording, so maybe about a week from when you all at home see this. Hey, Paul, what's the Gladiator format?
The Gladiator format is fantastic. It's an arena-only, singleton, 100-card format, no sideboards, which I'm a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
There is a specific ban list, and companions are ruled out.
You can have them in your main deck, but they can't be in the companion slot.
You can't set them as a companion.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So yeah, 100-card singleton on arena. I've built an Orzhov white-black gain life, drain you deck. What do you got, Paul?
I threw together just an Azorius Flyers. I looked up some decks that other people are using in preparation for this tournament. I want enough time to tweak it and make it my own, but I just threw together some Flyers. I'm calling this one Azorius Tempo.
Cool. I like it. And yeah, just like Paul mentioned, there's a real lively community on the Discord, so you can check it out and get deck ideas, get tips on what you want to build and that sort of thing, because 100-card singleton can be a little intimidating sometimes. But
and that tournament is filling up quickly. There were like 50 out of the 120 slots were full when I checked it a week ago.
Yep.
So.
Yep, but yeah, highly recommend you check out. It's a great format. You can always find games to play. The community on the Discord is super inviting. So nice timing on that charter course there.
Yeah, didn't have to discard one. I'm not too happy with how I'm looking right now. I'm going to try very hard not to give away my strategy or game plan to Grady this time around, because this is...
Yeah, we're testing for the big tournament. This is the gloves are off this week.
Yeah.
Usually we're just kind of kicking back and having some fun, but no, it's all serious now.
Serious today.
Games are over. Games are over. It's time for Gladiator games.
Gladiator games. We're going big here. Got a little bit of life gain there. You've got your mana base.
Yeah.
I finally got a white land, which I'm happy about here. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that one. Shut down some of your life gain.
Exiling is definitely nice for the kind of deck that I'm running.
Okay.
All right, what do I want to do here?
And that was only a 3-coster there. Might have saved my bishop till later, but I didn't want you to get too far ahead in that life gain. And that Nighthawk was only going to get stronger.
I'm going to play this Archon of Absolution that I'm playing right now. It doesn't exactly go with my deck's theme, but I just like it.
You know what? That protection from white is going to be a very nice situation for you.
Yeah, protection from white, especially you're in blue-white. Ooh, Smothering Tide. Blue-white, a lot of your removal is going to be in white anyway. And the tax on attacking.
So this is... This actually was not in the deck list that I initially was using as a guide for this, but I thought Gladiator games can run pretty long, and so a nice little mana ramp in a blue-white was going to be very beneficial. I'm looking to replace some of these smaller cards with something that's going to have a lot of value.
Something a little more impactful.
Yeah. I really am toying around with putting together some sort of token generator or some enchantments that consistently do things. There's a white-red card out there that can get pretty mean pretty fast, because every turn you create a new creature at random.
I believe you're referring to Outlaw's Merriment.
I might be.
Yeah, it creates a random, either like a 3/1 or a 1/2. Like, it has a couple different types of tokens that it creates every turn, and it's random.
Let's see.
But now you can't attack.
Yeah.
It costs 1. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Decline. And
On hindsight, I probably should have put that staggering insight on my eagle.
Our true strength lies in our friendships.
that well may be the
Yeah,
case.
that Archon, that's a...
Yeah, that little
Oh, man.
the mini ghostly prison on it. All right, who's getting into the red zone here? Somebody.
You've got such a defense right now.
Yeah, this I'm kind of popping off. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And this Linden is
Life
about to-
gain.
I think I might even. I'm definitely attacking with this. It's going to become a 5/5.
Oof.
I might just chump attack with the prince and let you kill it just to gain the extra. I think I am going to do that. I'm just going to throw away my prince to get the extra 1 point of life because I have these 2 pride mates on the battlefield.
Yeah. Oh, well. I'm going to gain some life off of that, so that'll be nice for me.
Yeah, I saw that coming, but yeah, Shadow Spear I think is a really nice inclusion from my deck, and that 1 mana ability about removing hexproof and indestructible does come up.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
I'll say that's a great
Put it-
card.
Couple of guys into play here. Put the Tithe Taker. You can see that I was very, very much struggling for planes at the start here.
Yeah, definitely. That is one thing. 100 card singleton. Even only a 2-color deck can struggle with your mana base
Yeah,
because there's only
and I
so
need
many.
to pay to attack.
Yep.
Oof.
I mean, you can send in that Spectral Sailor.
Yeah.
You can send it. At
I don't want to
Ajani.
lose him.
I mean, it'll trade for
Yeah.
the Archon.
I don't know. I probably should have attacked with the Sailor. You mentioned that the Archon wasn't too much into your deck list, but it shut me down
Yep.
fast.
Honestly, if you had
Yeah.
sent Sailor at Ajani, I would have traded. If you sent it at me, I probably would have let it through. Honestly,
Okay.
just to.
I would have
just a
sent
little
it
FYI.
at you.
You would have.
Man.
All right.
Yeah. This is
This
just
is getting a little gross.
unfortunate for
I'm
me.
not
Yeah.
gonna lie. How much life do I need to 0? I need to get up to 35. Oh,
15 more than your starting
Oh.
total,
so
which you're going to... Yeah,
So I
man.
can either plus Ajani now, or I can attack with my lifelinker and then 0 Ajani after attacks. But then you're just gonna 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then if you know your stuff's going away anyway, you're just gonna put everything in front of Ajani and trade with it. I don't really want to do that either.
But you can gain 8 life if you just attack with the Pride Mate and then clear my board and win next turn.
That is true. That's kind of tempting. But I can also.
If I were in the pilot seat, I would attack with the Ajani's Pride Mate, gain 8 life, wipe the opponent's board, and just watch them cry.
What if I do this?
I'm going to say...
What if? Call me crazy. What if I just do this?
What if you do that?
4 off Linden and just make my Pride Mate gigantic.
Gross, 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 gross.
The other one doesn't have trample, but the big one has trample.
Yeah. This is very unfortunate for me.
Yeah.
Watch what I'm going to do.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No scooping on the main phase, but
No
there's
scooping,
There's
but
no
there's
rule that says you have to
No
block.
rule against letting letting the wave crash through.
All right.
So I tested this deck on the historic ladder a few times, and it was awful.
Yeah.
Did not do too well with it.
Yeah. Admittedly, if you take your Gladiator deck, most of the time you can run some cards that are not legal in historic. But if your deck happens to be historic legal, you can test it there if you don't feel like going onto the Discord. Terramander, love that card.
Love that card. Also, I'm very upset with my draws again. I had only one island, and I had to mulligan, and now my entire hand is white cards again.
Oof.
Yeah.
That is
And I'm actually running a lot of land. I think I've got 37 lands in this. So
Yeesh.
1 out of every 3 of my cards should have been a land.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the shuffler on the arena client.
Paul's back on his shuffler nonsense.
It's okay. This is giving you a falsely inflated sense of a good deck. So if you take this one to the tournament, it's gonna
Yeah, Gladiator
bite
can be
you.
a very powerful format.
Well, look at this. This is Singleton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone paying attention saw you play Charming Prince in the last game.
The truth is out there, Paul. Clearly, the truth is out there. You want to trade for my vessel?
No, I don't. I should have, because that lifelink is going to catch up to me. With my little Zephyr Gull
Go
here.
ahead and do this.
My Terramander.
Scary Terry
I need him.
going in the casket.
Dang.
All the 1/1 flyers for 1.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wasn't gaining a couple of life every turn, then you'd really be onto something here.
Then I might get you down to 15. Yeah.
Is it time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
But yeah, you wind up playing a lot of enter the battlefield tapped lands and your evolving wilds and things like that, just because you have to, because you can only have one of each card. So
Yeah, I've even got the gate in here.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that the gate will do for me other than just be a dual land that comes in tapped.
yep,
I really-
two... Sorry, go ahead.
I really don't like running the gates unless it's a specific gate deck.
Absolutely, yeah. Unless you really have to. There's but yeah, I even run 2 of the triomes, even though I'm only in 2 colors, just because they make 2 colors and I can cycle it if I need to.
You know, I was actually I'm putting together a Sultai deck at the moment, and I was looking at putting in some of the triomes just to have.
I think they're good anyway, but especially if you're in Sultai, you probably have ways, if you cycle them, to get them back out of your yard again.
Yeah,
Skyclave Apparition is such a good card.
love it. If you're not running this in any deck that you have white in, you're doing it wrong.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I read an article that it has become the most played in the last couple of weeks. It's been the most played card in Modern.
Really?
Yeah, and Modern is very competitive for a 3-drop creature. Ooh, got a couple of choices to target here. The spear,
Yeah.
not the creature.
The
Interesting.
spear. Yeah, who cares about a 2/2? That life gain was really going to mess with me there. And the trample if you get another Pride Mate out. Oh, also, let's just no one's keeping track here, but the Shadow Spear also made an appearance out of 100 cards in the previous game.
That's true. You are not wrong.
That's not wrong there. Probably should have saved that for a little bit, but let's go ahead and just... Oh, I did that in the wrong order.
Oh, that sure is
Yeah.
a shame.
Oh well.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what Indestructible does not protect against? Old Cell Wreckage.
Oh. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe it's a good thing that I actually saved this. Let's pop him back.
Ah. Yep, that's just gonna happen. I get a 3/3.
You get a 3/3. I get a land. Now I've got all the planes. Let's go ahead and put another island into play. Ooh. Now, again, those of you keeping track at home, who
The truth is out there, Paul.
who saw Lyndon make an appearance Anyone? I did. That's mana cost 3 or less, huh? Whatever. I like Scary Terry enough that we're gonna do this.
Uh-huh.
Ha ha ha!
Uh-huh. Interesting strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him. Well, in fairness, we've played Gladiator once before on this show, and I believe the result was the exact opposite. I had a deck that I was actually pretty proud of, and I was trounced soundly, and my deck didn't even really go off or do its thing at all. So maybe this is just karmic justice, Paul.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. That was. I'm pretty impressed with how yours did.
That was thank you, and it did better now than it did, when I was testing it a little bit earlier. So I'm pleased to see that. I was thinking about abandoning it actually and going with a different build, maybe Bant or something like that for the tournament. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try out the Orzhov.
I've decided to abandon this one.
That shellacking was enough.
Yeah, it just wasn't for me.
Yep.
I will give away a little bit of a secret of something I'm trying to build here. With a singleton 100 deck, unless your shuffler is on your side like Grady that can play the same cards in both rounds,
Sure.
I'm going to be looking for some tutoring. I think tutoring basically is the way to double up your cards if you consider that the tutored card is a copy of a card that you want to play.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's going to partially determine what colors you're in. I know if you have a lot of kind of an enchantment-based strategy, you'll probably want to be in white. You get cards like Enlightened Tutor. If you have a creature-based strategy, you're probably going to want to be in green because then you get, what is it? There's a couple of green. There's a green X cost card that I'm spacing on the name of right now that lets you search through your library for. Not Green Sun Zenith, because that's not on Arena, but something else that's similar. Anyway, you get the point.
I do. I'm looking at black right now with some of the demonic cards that they have some not too steep backlash, but you can pull a card out. So the one, and let us know in the comments below how you feel about the Witch Talisman. Witch's Talisman, where you can tutor a card. Witch's Claw?
Witch Claw Talisman. Yeah. It's a black artifact. And you tutor, but then it lets your opponent tutor, but then it lets you tutor again. But there's ways to work around that. You've also got things like Grim Tutor, where it's a 3-drop that deals 3 damage to you and you can find something. You've got Mastermind's Acquisition, so you have access to a lot of stuff in black.
Grim Tutor is the one I was thinking of. I don't think there's any demonic tutorings. Demonic Tutor is like an old revised card. Yeah,
absolutely. Definitely. Yeah, Grim Tutor is 1 black sorcery, deal 3 damage to yourself, find any card.
Yeah, so I'm playing around with that.
Definitely. And I recommend all of you at home check out the Gladiator Discord. We'll put a link in the show notes below. Check it out. It's a great community. It's a fun format. And subscribe to Playwatch and follow us on Twitter. Yeah, at GibsonCat9 on Twitter. At Playwatch_MTGA. All right. See you later, everybody. Bye.